Welcome to MarcusG.tv. I'm Chef Marcus Juliano. I'm a chef on a mission. Today's mission is garlic. What kind of garlic are you eating when you go out to a restaurant? Or when you just eat food that has garlic in it? Like if you buy tomato sauce that has garlic in it, where's the garlic coming from? So I've seen this as a professional chef for years. The Chinese have flooded the market with dirt cheap garlic that they've made it so attractive for restaurants to only buy Chinese garlic for the longest time. Now that has changed in the past, and the price of Chinese garlic has edged up, and that's partly because of taxes and tariffs on Chinese garlic, because they were really putting a hurting on American garlic, especially Christopher Ranch, who is the largest American garlic producer. They were putting a massive hurting on. I remember 10 years ago buying garlic. You'd buy a gallon of peeled Christopher Ranch garlic for about $16 American garlic, and the Chinese garlic was literally $5, $5.99, something like that. So it was a third of the price, and that just was destroying the American garlic market. I mean, the Chinese just, like they do with a lot of things, they just come in with really cheap products and destroy what we have here. Well, for the longest time, since the beginning, I've only purchased American garlic in my restaurant in Aromatime and wherever else I've been. I've been such a stickler on Americans. There are consequences, not only financial consequences to the farmers losing out in America, but there are health consequences to Chinese garlic. Now, first of all, Chinese garlic, garlic originated in China or in Asia. Whether it's China or in Asia, that's where it originated, and it came to the U.S. in the 1700s. It didn't become popular until the 1920s, and garlic first was used for medicinal purposes. It was not a culinary herb or a culinary enhancement. In fact, a lot of the herbs that we do use today in the culinary world were originally medicinal, or there was some kind of purpose for using those herbs in the food itself to actually kill bacteria. So if you're using thyme is very, very antibacterial. So thyme would kill off things. And if you look at all this scientific research on thyme oil and basil oil and marjoram oil and especially oregano oil, all these essential oils are very, very helpful in fighting off bacteria. So the original theory was that this was used in food to actually help combat certain risk of foodborne illness in them. So Chinese garlic, back to the main topic of this video. Beware of Chinese garlic. You are most likely consuming bleached and chemically loaded garlic from China. Here's how to spot it. The great part of garlic sold around the world comes from China. 80%, okay? 80%. I've said it's at least 80-90% in America. I mean, it is all over in restaurant supply houses for restaurants. Last year, the United States imported 138 million pounds of garlic from China. Some of you think it was grown in California, but it was actually shipped from China. Also, do not trust the organic certification methods in China when you see organic garlic imported from China. That's also another one. See, the American garlic sometimes is in short supply, as what's happened is we become so reliant upon the Chinese garlic that when the Chinese garlic becomes short on supply, then the American garlic just dries up and it evaporates instantly. And last year there was a major problem where they were keeping the garlic on the boats. They weren't letting them into the country, into the U.S. on the West Coast, and garlic was just like, all of a sudden there's like no garlic left. And it was like, whoa, as a chef buying one of your main ingredients to all of a sudden triple in price, double in price overnight like that was a disaster. Once the garlic got back onto the shores of the U.S., then all the cuts on the market stabilized, but it was a disaster there for a couple of weeks. Why this should scare you? Because Chinese garlic is bleached. It is sprayed with chemicals to stop the sprouting, to become whiter, and destroys insects. Moreover, this garlic is grown in untreated sewage, and effectiveness of methyl bromide fumigation process is unclear. And the effectiveness of the methyl bromide fumigation process is unclear. The garlic is greatly fumigated with methyl bromide, a very toxic substance, to destroy the bugs. This can lead to very serious health problems. It could damage the respiratory and central nervous system and may even cause death. Other dangerous compounds in Chinese garlic are lead and sulfates. It can also be treated with ground inhibitors, and left in cold temperatures is subjected to over storage. Allicin, one of the greatest compounds in garlic, starts to decrease when garlic is overstored. That is the main compound. That is what you want in garlic. That is what the health benefits are. That is allicin, Allicin. That is a compound, and the longer you store it, of course, the more that dissipates. How can you spot the difference between California fresh garlic and imported garlic? American garlic has some of the roots left on the bottom. American garlic weighs more than imported garlic, and the reason why is because it's a fresher crop. So it's just like a lobster. They say you always want to buy a lobster heavy for its size. That means that it has more moisture content. The garlic has more moisture content, so it's a denser product, fresher. Chinese garlic dried out, sort of like almost dehydrated, almost to a certain point, so it weighs less based upon the volume. American garlic has more flavor than Chinese garlic. You can also easily grow your own garlic, and this article goes on to explain how easy it is to grow garlic, and it is. You plant it in the fall, you pick it the following summer, you get the garlic scapes off of it by July 4th, and really easy, super easy to grow. And you can easily, and probably I don't know, 3 foot by 3 foot, grow enough garlic for your family for probably the year, depending on how much garlic you eat. Some families would go through a lot more than that, but for the average consumer at home, you can easily grow enough garlic to last you, and you store it in the refrigerator. But yeah, Chinese garlic, buyer beware. The garlic is on the market. Chefs don't care. Chefs buy the cheapest. They'll save if they could save $1 on Chinese garlic a gallon for a peeled gallon, they would buy it, because this restaurant business, this restaurant industry, is a numbers game. It's all about buying the cheap. For most restaurants, it's all about buying the cheapest products possible. It doesn't matter about the consequences to the environment. It doesn't matter about the consequences on your health. It doesn't. That, for chefs, they could care less about any of that. It's all about buying the cheaper product. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, the garlic has etched up in price to Chinese garlic, so it's almost comparable to Christopher Ranch American garlic. Of course, the best single garlic to buy is something from your farmer's market, something local. Restaurants have a problem with buying a lot of garlic, especially in the whole bulb form, because it's very labor intensive to peel that. These big garlic manufacturers have a way to basically take sort of like jet engines and just blow off all the peel, so they'll lightly cure the garlic so the peel becomes a little drier and it becomes easier to actually blow off of the garlic. So that's how that's actually peeled. So I mean, I think I've only worked 1 or 2 places, and this was like 20 years ago, where we actually bought cases of whole garlic, and the way that we got away with peeling it was the chefs would take this, let it dry out for a week or so underneath a kitchen table, and then take the whole garlic and put it in what's called a buffalo chopper, or something like a food processor, but this is a much larger version. Throw in the buffalo chopper with the peel on and everything, and just chop the blaze out of it. And then you take this mixture with all the skin and roots intact, and you soak it in water. Well, once you've allowed this to dry, the garlic, the theory was drying the garlic underneath a table would make the skin float to the top. So the skin and the roots would float to the top of the water, and you could skim that off, strain the garlic, and there you have chopped garlic. So that's something that has not been done for years. I haven't seen that done for years, but that was a way. I think I was introduced to peeled garlic probably back in 94, 95, working at the Greenbrier in West Virginia, or maybe the Broadmoor. I'm not sure which place it was, but I was like, wow, we don't have to peel garlic anymore. We don't have to do this anymore. And I had never seen it until then. So Chinese garlic, it's all over. Ask questions when you go out to eat, when you go to shop. You have choices in grocery stores now, and definitely hit the farmer's market. I'm Chef Marcus Giuliano. Thanks for watching this. If you like my videos, please hit like, subscribe to my channel, and definitely pass it on.